Now it's played to this near touchline again to Odebear. Summer signing from Burnley. Benton Kerr. Spurs have had the ball for an extended period of time here. Haven't really gone very far, but they've kept hold of it. Here's Maddison to Destiny Udogie. Maddison again, who's right out on the far touchline, midway inside the Chelsea half. Just touches it inside to Benton Kerr. Receives it back again. He's still on the byline. Udogie tried to turn the ball around the corner to Son and gave the ball away. That allows Cole Palmer to storm through the middle of the pitch. He's found Jadon Sancho. Sancho cuts inside, tried a shot, deflected off Jed Spence and behind for a corner. Spence is frustrated that he couldn't get himself out of the way because Sancho's shot wasn't on target, but Spurs gave the ball away and Chelsea all of a sudden were coming forward with 4 in the attack, and that could have been awkward for Tottenham. So it's a corner on the right hand side. 11 minutes, just over 11 minutes played here at Stamford Bridge on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Chelsea 0, Spurs 0. Corner on the right. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger. Caicedo's loitering to the edge of the penalty area. He seems to be moving a little freer now. So maybe he's still stretching that hamstring or whatever. There's a little bit of shenanigans going on inside the penalty area as well, which Craig Pawson is getting in the middle of and saying, look, I'm watching. He's got to watch both sides because there's pushing and pulling and wrestling and scrimmaging going on, as there always is at these corners. There's a right set-to going on between Colwill and Romero. Romero's protesting that he's completely innocent, which of course he isn't. Neither is Colwill. They're both playing their part in all of that. Craig Pawson has just said he doesn't want to see any more. Colwill says, what, me, ref? Players like to play the innocent. They're back to pushing and shoving again, same as before. And we still haven't had the corner, which was won a minute and a half ago. It's going to come in now, the ball. It's fisted away by Vicario. Doesn't go very far. It's gone back to the corner taker Neto. Hooks it back to Enzo Fernandez. It's pinched off his foot, but Sanchez retrieves it. Cole Palmer now on the right hand side for Chelsea, into the box, fisted away by Vicario, not very well, back in by Jackson, but into the hands of the goalkeeper. He was lucky there, Vicario, because I think he could have caught that quite comfortably. He decided to fist it, only got it to the edge of the area, but Nicholas Jackson scuffed the shot, which meant that there was no damage done. But a little bit frenetic from Vicario, that. I think he should have caught that. He went for the spectacular and it nearly proved his undoing. Dominic Solanke tried to run the ball forward from the centre spot. Lost possession. Colwill forward. That's a good touch from Benton Kerr, who puts the ball into the box dangerously. Solanke goes down, appeals for a penalty. Looked a bit iffy, that. I think VAR might have a look at that. Chelsea play it away from their penalty area in the meantime. Here's Malo Gusto on the far side. His ponytail flying out behind him. Plays it to the touchline. Chelsea just holding on to the ball. It would not surprise me if VAR are having a look at that possible penalty involving Dominic Solanke. It looked a bit of an iffy challenge in the centre of the box. Palmer trying to turn away from Jed Spence. Palmer is fouled. We're going to see the incident again. Rodrigo Bentancur puts the ball in the box. Well, I think the problem is that Solanke is going down already, expecting the challenge from Chalobah, and therefore VAR will decide he was already off balance and possibly playing for it, and so they didn't give it. But here comes Spurs again. Odebear tries to put it in the box. It hits the backside of Colwill, comes back into Spurs possession. Christian Romero to Van de Ven in the centre circle. To his left is Udogie, and Udogie plays it down the line for Son Heung-min. Udogie's gone on the overlap, but he plays it inside to Maddison. Maddison's ball in isn't good though, and it's patted down by Robert Sanchez, who comes to the edge of his area and waves his hand towards the floor, as if to say, let's just calm down a moment. So Chelsea, with Nicholas Jackson's weak shot, the only one on target so far. They have hit the post as well, though, in this opening 16 minutes of the game. Remains 0-0 as Jackson is sent spinning by Romero, and that wins a free kick for Chelsea in their own half. Romero and Jackson sort of slap hands in acknowledgement from Romero that perhaps he was the guilty party on that occasion. Colwill away from his own penalty area, headed back towards that area. Colwill wins the header. Caicedo wins the next one, and now Fernandes has some grass to run into. Plays it out to his right hand side. Romero lost his footing, so he's slightly out of position, but Gusto's cross is horrible, and it's over the back of the net and out for a goal kick. He made a good run forward there, Malo Gusto, but the ball across the box was, well, horrible. He shanked it, really, knocked it a long way up in the air and out of play. I said, of course, Spurs will be distracted by the Europa League, which they would be justified in doing so. Chelsea, of course, also in European action next week, away to Legia Warsaw in the quarter-final of the Conference League. But for Chelsea, finishing in the top four is the much bigger prize, because even winning the Conference League, they'd only get into the Europa League next year. If they want to play Champions League, they need to be in the top four to be in for certain. Top five is a possibility. Neto battling with it on the far side, plays it back to Gusto to Caicedo, who seems a little happier than he was, although I don't think he's moving that freely. Here's Jadon Sancho running at Jed Spence into the box. Cole Palmer across, stabbed towards goal, and Vicario's caught it on the line, or fallen onto it on the line. Enzo Fernandez didn't get a proper connection, and Vicario and a defender managed to keep the ball out. It actually ricocheted up off Destiny Udogie. I don't think Fernandez ever got a foot on it at all, and Vicario was able to fall on the ball on the line, but that was dangerous from Chelsea. Good link-up play between Sancho and Cole Palmer. So Chelsea have had a few near misses. They're still not in front here at Stamford Bridge. There's Mickey van der Ven for Spurs. To his right is Bergvall, and now right on the right-hand touchline is Odebear. Spence came forward to help him. Spence has laid it back to Bergvall. That's good play by the Swede. He'll pull it back from the byline. Son Heung-min couldn't get a touch on it. I feel he ought to have done, really, but Bergvall did ever so well to find his way to the byline. It's a good surging run from the young player. Did really well, did Lucas Bergvall. Fine effort. Here's Mickey van der Ven. Son Heung-min on the left touchline. It's a poor ball from him. It's over the dead ball line and out for a goal kick. That was as good as we've seen from Spurs. We're seeing again the Fernandes chance, where he was played in by Cole Palmer, but I don't think he actually got a touch on the ball at all, Fernandes. I think it came off Udogie onto Fernandes,